Wow, today I very happy because I was thinking and I came up with a lot of topics that I want to talk about in my video. So today this topic right is the market is changing. Okay, does extension still work? Okay, I see a lot of customer they are asking for extension for their house, but I think they are not making use of the extension correctly, or maybe in this market situation, extension doesn't work that well anymore. Okay, why do I say that? I am beginning to see that the market is changing, meaning that today if you sell, it's not so easy to buy. So in order to do extension, right, basically if you sell, you need to buy within a few weeks or maximum a month, because if you're not doing that right, your extension will not be beneficial to you. Okay, why people ask for extension after they sell their house? So we are talking about extension after they sell their house. Y'all ask for extension after y'all sell your house away after completion. Y'all want to continue staying for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, whether is it HDB or private. Later I'll explain. If you want to ask this extension, basically you just want to buy time to move to your next house. But what if you buy these 2 months, 3 months, yet the house that you buy will not be ready in these 2 or 3 months? Then what's the point of buying extension? Because today if you ask extension in the market, basically you are going to sell lower. Okay, in normal facts, you have to lose something to get something lah. So today if I'm not asking extension, I ask a high price, I think it's normal. Today I ask for extension, I have to ask a lower price. Or maybe people will have to ask, people will tell me, oh, for private, people say, okay, I rent you lor, then you pay me rental lor, you know. So is it really worth it to take extension? Because I think this extension thing, a lot of customer in the industry, seller or buyer or you guys, they like to tell their friend, oh, ask for extension, ask for extension, ask for extension. But is this really the correct way or not? Okay, we talk about private first. So you ask for extension. If you say that you ask for extension up to 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, actually you go into a tenancy agreement. I will say that this is more of a tenancy agreement than an extension. If you say tenancy agreement, I can agree because you are paying rental ma. You are paying rental because you are buying time. Because even you don't rent this house, you will need to rent another house. So that I think is absolutely fine. But if you asking for extension like 1 month, 2 months, and you think that by buying another, you try to buy another house ASAP so that you can move into the other house, I think it's impossible now. Because just to let you all know, now renovation is having a big problem because renovation contractors, they have good business. They are getting with the increased amount of units being transacted, they have more cases, they are earning more money. So number one, what we realize is they don't want to do small cases, they don't want to do small minor reno. Second, their quotes are getting higher and higher because there's competition ma. There's a demand but there's no extra supply in the market because they also cannot find more people who can work. The waiting time is getting longer and longer. So today if you do renovation, please prepare 2 to 3 months at least. Because from 2 to 3 months, I mean including the time you wait for them to start work. Because they won't start work the day you take a house one. You know, it's not so simple, provided you pay a lot of money. So now I will say that if you think that extension 2 to 3 months is going to help you as a seller in this current market situation, I really don't think so. Next, we talk about HDB extension. HDB extension is a big bullshit lah. Okay, I personally tell you that I will never tell my customer to do HDB extension, or I won't even recommend, or sometimes if the customer will do, I may not even want to take out the case. Why? First of all, do you know that HDB extension, for it to be legal, approved by HDB, it has to be that the buyer already bought a place. So if the buyer never buy a place, the buyer sell, they do extension. Actually, the extension is just a private arrangement. Whether it's legal or not, we put it aside. But there is no legal binding to this private arrangement. I don't know if I should be saying this, but I see and hear and witness a lot of problems with HDB extension. So I don't want to share so much because it's not very nice to say too inside stuff about all these things because this is other people's experience. But I will share that if today you want to do HDB extension, you must ask yourself, is it worth it or not? Because after all, HDB extension is up to 3 months only, even if it's going to be the legal one when you submit. But is it legal binding in the way whereby even if the buyer back out at the HDB completion day, does it mean that the buyer say, I don't want to give you extension anymore? Can you still, is this a big problem? It is, you know. So can the buyer say they don't want or not? The thing is, you have to go into a legal suit for this, and it's not worth it. So why not you just complete the case and let it go in a more direct manner? So this is why I always tell my seller or my buyer is that we try not to take extension. You give extension, you must be ready to give. If you are a buyer and you're ready to give extension, then you must tell yourself that you are not in a hurry. If you give extension but you don't want, a little bit not happy, then don't give. Because if you are a buyer, you create this problem. Actually, you cause the seller to have no house to stay. I really don't encourage or think that it's correct for seller and buyer to just protect their own interest. Sometimes have to be more ethical lah. People ask for something because they need to have place to stay ma. Then if you suddenly say, hey, I don't want to give you extension, then where are they going to stay? I see before family of 4 children have to move to a hotel and they don't have no money. Where are they going to stay? You know, they haven't even take their money from the completion. Then you're trying to chase them out. I feel that the property market is not about like I see some of the comments. People say, oh, the seller like that, then I like that lor. You know, it's not correct lah. You know, seller sell high price is because the market is high ma. If today you are seller, the market is high, you sell low price meh? So it has to be fair one, you know. So some of the feedback from the comments that I see from the direct buyers, I think is really, really very bad. And I'm not afraid to say that lah, because I think things have to be fair. Sometimes it's about giving more concern about people, you know. It's not just about protecting your own interest lah. It's not just about being selfish. You think that the seller is being selfish, but every single seller is like that. This is a market price ma. You cannot expect right that the chicken rice is $5. Then because this shop because he's trying to be he trying to I don't know, sell you $3 just because he's trying to be nice and lose money. No, right? You know. So I think the ethics and moral value is very different for everybody. But again, I feel that if you want to give extension, then you have to honor it. But the other side of the point of this video is I want people to think that is extension really worth it or not? If today you are a seller and you ask for extension, you must ask yourself, is your agent really recommending you the right thing? Are you really able to rush to buy or not in this market situation? Extension works many years ago because of the market situation. But in this market situation today where buying is so tough, are you still able to find your next house in time for this extension to work well or not? So that's it for today's video. Hit the like button, subscribe button. I hope you all give a thought about it, and I see you in the next episode, and bye bye.